All right, guys. It's Coach Keisha here, and I am with another dreamer. I like to surround myself with fellow dreamers. It helps me to be inspired and to keep the dream alive, keep going. So I'm here with my cousin. I will let her introduce herself because I don't think I could even do her justice. But she's
Oh,
beautiful,
please.
she's talented, and she is amazing. Tell the people who you are. Tell the people.
Hey, my name is Asia, but first and foremost, I am Keisha's cousin. That's my fam. That's my
Yes,
girl.
yes.
Um, and yeah, I'm a dreamer. Let's
Hmm.
start there. I'm a dreamer. So, everything that I've ever manifested was something that I've always dreamed about. And that's because reality sucks.
Yeah.
Reality sucks. And I think Tupac said it once. He said, reality sucks. It's dreams that's what's up, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But yeah, once upon a time, I just wasn't happy with the world and my current situation. And in order for me to find happiness, I had to dream about the life that I
yeah.
wanted to live rather than because some people like you don't have to accept what life gives you.
Right,
And a lot
right,
of people
right.
don't believe in dreams, right? But in order to really get what you want out of life, you have to dream it, envision it, and then when you can see it or dream it, then you it kind of gives you hope, and then you know
Yeah,
where you're stepping to.
yeah,
So yeah, for me, so the first thing that I've ever manifested in a dream was when I got a record deal. But the crazy
mm,
thing is, I didn't think that dream was going to come true.
mm-hmm.
I'm dreaming because of the person that I had to become in the process.
Right.
So waking up, dreaming about going to the studio, connecting with other creatives, that's the thing that I fell in love with. And I lived my life chasing the dream. And
Yeah,
I kind of got addicted to that chase. I got
yeah, yeah,
addicted to the
yeah.
pursuit. And so when it really happened, I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like it actually
Mm-hmm,
happened.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, hmm. I
And I'm not
understand.
gonna lie
Yeah.
to you, Keisha. Like I wasn't even ready when I didn't. I'm like, oh wait, I'm not ready. I didn't know it was really gonna happen. I was just doing. I was
Yeah,
just doing what I was doing because
yeah,
that alone was, I think, very therapeutic for me. That was my
yeah,
therapy.
yeah,
So once that happened, that was my first reality. Like, wow, dreams actually really do come
yeah.
true.
Let me tell you, I remember when I was in middle school and you were in, I forget which magazine, but it was one of those music magazines, and you were in there, and I had your signed, you had given me a signed headshot, and I brought that. I was like, look, that's my cousin, that's my cousin. And nobody believed me. So Lake Stevens Middle School, that's my cousin. That is definitely my cousin. I'm like, people have cousins, right?
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right.
yes,
Right.
yes. So wow. So how old were you when you started to really? How old were you when you knew that this was something that you like wanted to even pursue?
So um I was, oh man, do you see something coming up on my screen?
Mm-mm, mm-mm. It
Okay,
it
good, good,
popped for
good.
a minute, but then
Okay. So I was going into high school. I was graduating from 8th grade, and in that summer in between 8th grade and high school, that was when I was like, what am I going to do with my life?
yeah, yeah,
Because in high school, so I went to a private school. So from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade, I was with the same people.
yeah,
And so by the time it was time for me to go to high school, I kind of got nervous with, oh my gosh, what's this going to be?
yeah,
So I think, and I got a little depressed too because now it's a whole new thing. You don't know the people that you're going to be
yeah,
dealing with. Um and so it was that summer that I really was like, I don't, what is life? I really don't,
yeah,
I'm not happy with life. And I started dreaming about what would make me happy, and then I would sing, and the brush in the mirror, and when I
Yeah.
did that, it felt like a sense of freedom, right? And
Mhm.
so by the time I got to high school, I did everything. I joined the gospel chorus in high school.
Mhm.
I would walk in the hallway singing, and people would be like, "Oh my gosh, you can sing, you sound good." And then they would introduce me like, "Yo, I know somebody else over there that can sing." And then
Yeah.
by the time I got to 10th grade, all the creators, we were in a lunchroom, beatboxing, somebody
Yeah.
banging
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
table, someone dancing, and so I just became a part of the clique of creatives. And one thing led to another. I met someone that introduced me to someone else, and then we were all just excited. That is what made us excited about
Yeah.
life. And
Yeah. Yeah.
we would
Yeah.
rehearse, and as we would rehearse, and then we met other people, and then the guy in the gospel chorus who played the piano, he was like, "I know somebody who works at
Yeah.
one of the record companies." And then it just started trickling like that, and we just kept going. We were like,
Wow. So
"Okay."
it just like
He was like,
it just was opening up for you.
it was just opening up.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. And that's the thing that made, like, in doing that, I didn't even remember that I was depressed.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it was
Yeah.
like, that's the thing. Like, I I would dream because that took me out of my depression. But when these dreams came true, I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, God. You didn't tell me this was
Yeah.
really gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you want me to
Yeah.
do with this?" you know?
So, so I speaking of that, so I know that there's some fears that you had to like go out into to like step out into the dream, but also like when you got the dream. So what fears did you have to really go work through to realize the dream?
Yeah, that's a good question, Keisha,
Mhm.
because a lot of fear is the thing that holds people back. The
Mhm.
biggest fear, it was a few, I had a few different things, a few different types of fear, but the main one is having to um lose friends and lose
Yeah.
family, and having to let go of the old, y- you
Yeah.
know because you got to create room. And I
Yeah.
didn't know this at first. I'm thinking I could just do everything. And
Yeah.
as I'm chasing all these dreams, and you go back to your family, you go back to your friends, and no one's there. And I'm like, wait, where's everybody
Yeah.
at? Like,
Yeah.
but then you find out that, like, as you start dreaming and pursuing certain things, you are becoming a new person, because on that journey, you're learning new things, and you're shedding. And
Yeah.
so I didn't know that then. I'm thinking I'm going to be the same person, and then I'm going to go back to all of my friends and family and
Yeah.
everybody. And but everybody's like, "Yo, such and such was happening. Where were you?" Or such and such was happening. And I'm like, I was trying to figure out my life. Like, come on, like, let's go. It's gonna be fun. And like it created a difference,
Yeah.
and it creates a fear, because then you're like, "Oh my gosh, like, dang, now that I'm aware of this, I'm gonna have to go and do this on my own."
Yeah.
I thought, like, nobody wants to go to the top alone. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to
It's
do it with
hard.
their friends. Most people that I
Yeah.
know, it's like, let's do this together.
Yeah. Mhm.
So that was the fear, having to really let go, with the understanding that there will be some walks of life that you
Yeah.
have to take on your own. And
Yeah.
that's kind of scary.
It is. So what so in that walk alone when times get hard, like how do you keep pushing through to keep going?
Well, you focus on the dream,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's like, if you don't focus on a dream, then you go back to that dark place
Yeah.
where you were before you started dreaming. And then it's like, okay, I can't sit here. One thing, what's funny? I've heard somebody say this before, but this is so true. I heard a lady say to me, "I don't have the luxury of being depressed."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "That's a luxury?" But the way
Yeah.
she worded is like, "I don't have the opportunity to sit down and
Yeah.
feel my feelings, because life is happening and I have to
Yeah.
move." So I think that's exactly like what happened. Like, when I sit down, if I get scared of doing it and I'm like, okay, let me figure out what I'm gonna do, depression starts hitting. You start thinking about
Yeah.
all the things that you
Yeah.
don't like, and you start
Yeah.
feeling your feelings.
Yeah.
And so I had to keep in action. I
Yeah.
had to what do I call it? I had to get out of my emotion and get in motion. So
Right. Uh-huh.
even though I was
Hmm.
scared and even though I didn't want to do it alone, I still knew that that was the thing, that my purpose, because it felt natural. And
Yeah.
so sometimes you got to cry, you got to
Yeah.
pray. Praying is one of the major things. I can't let me lead with that. I
Yeah.
would pray. Like when I'm by myself, I just feel like maybe that's God's time of saying,
Yeah.
well, I'm here. I need you to
Yeah.
connect with me, you know?
Yeah. Amen to that for real. So
Yeah.
we see all these plaques and things behind. You didn't tell the people actually what you do, and all the slashes to your title. So let us know. We want to know. We want to know.
Okay, all right. So, and that's, it's funny. No, it's funny, Keisha.
Mhm.
It's a funny story though, because when you think about dreams, right? You think
Mhm.
about what you want to accomplish. Like I'm thinking, okay, I want to be a singer. I want to do this. I thought I want to be an artist. When I had my record deal, I'm like, I don't know if I like this. Why?
Yeah.
Because they were talking to me as an artist, like I'm asking questions about behind the scene, like what's going on with this and what's up with our wardrobe. That doesn't look like it's for us. It's too revealing. And they're like, well, you're the artist. Just look good and put it on and perform.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, if that's the job of the artist, I started getting more curious of than what else is going on.
Mhm.
So I got interested in what the people behind the scenes were doing. I got into the songwriting aspect,
Yeah.
to the artist development.
Yeah.
And I think I found my niche more so in being a recording artist, creating and recording
Yeah.
rather than performing.
Uh-huh.
Because of that, I just didn't like the role that I had to play, right? So that
Understood.
one, the plaques that I had, that came from writing music, writing, becoming a songwriter.
Mhm.
And so that was the dream to me, was to be like this big star and the spotlight and da da da. But
Mhm.
that wasn't my purpose, because you just feel
Yeah. Yeah.
uncomfortable. You know
Yeah.
when something is for you, and you know when something is not for you, because it
Yeah.
just doesn't feel.
Yeah.
So I got into songwriting, and crazy enough, after that, after I got my first big hit, in my mind now I got to keep getting all these hits. I got to do this. I got to do
Yeah.
this. I got to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it took me a while to realize, and this is like the one of the first questions that you had asked me about, um the dream that I'm pursuing, that
Yeah.
I have been neglecting my entire life, is myself, healing
Mhm.
myself.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like the best project that you could ever work
Yeah.
on is you.
Yeah.
I've been running around looking for, trying to chase all these dreams and running
Yeah.
away from my depression
Yeah.
and running away from life, that I've been running away from fixing and healing myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is the one dream that I'm working on right now. My biggest dream is to become the best version of myself,
Yeah.
to
Amen.
heal from past trauma,
Yeah.
and and face it head on, and
Yeah.
walk in my divine form.
Yes. Amen. Amen. So, give me one piece of advice that you would give to other people, other dreamers out there that are scared to take the leap or to just heal themselves or believe in themselves.
Hmm. Well, first of all, make sure that your dream is your dream and not somebody else's dream for
Mm.
you.
Say that again. Yes.
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we get caught up in other people's
Yeah.
expectations of us, and that's their dream for us. But if we don't know our purpose, then other people will use us
Yeah.
to make their dreams come true.
Amen.
And
Yeah.
then we end up becoming resentful, and we don't know what's going on. But yeah, that the first thing is really tap into your inner self. The thing that you're looking for is inside you,
Yeah.
and we often run around looking for love in all the wrong
Yeah.
faces. We're looking at other people, and we're looking like, I want you to love me. I want you to do this for me.
Yeah,
I do this for
yeah,
me. But
yeah, yeah,
we have it. We have it in ourselves. Like, why are we not looking within? And when we look within, that's where all the magic is.
yeah,
That's where all the beauty is. That's where
yeah.
all the power is. That's where your purpose is. That's the answer to everything. And we're just conditioned past generational trauma
Yes.
that if you look within yourself, it's selfish. You're
Yeah, yeah,
selfish. So we end up thinking that we need other people for what we need. And
yeah,
the truth is, God didn't create us to be alone. So yeah, we need each other,
yeah,
but we need each other once we get ourselves at our healthiest,
yeah,
then we can be of service for each
yeah,
other. So when I come to
yeah,
you, I'm coming to you like, hey, Keisha, I know you over there watering yourself, but turn around, girl. You missed a spot. I got you. So I
yeah.
can help
Hmm.
you, fix your
Exactly.
crown,
Exactly.
and not because I want to take from you.
Exactly. Exactly. So speaking of that, I'm gonna plug your book right here.
Thank you.
Because she is not just a songwriter, but she is a
Mhm.
writer. So she is an author. So I will include links to her books here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so because I love you cuz I love you. And
Love you
just
too.
yes,
I love you
before we
too.
go, I just want to ask you one thing to fill in the blank. So living on purpose means.
Ooh, living out loud.
That's right. Amen. Well,
Living out loud.
uh,
Mhm.
it's always
In your
good.
natural state. In your natural state. Again, not in somebody else's, but being who you are.
Yes,
You
living out
know.
loud in your own natural state.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Amen. Because so we could be on this thing all day, but because I have to cut this for an interview, I do have
Mhm.
to cut it. But I love you. I
Thank
love
you,
you.
Keisha. Thank you. I love
Yes.
you too.
Yes. I thank you. I
Always.
mean,
And you call
you
me
have been
anytime. And anytime. Mhm.
Yes, you have been one of my first inspirations. Like just watching you do your thing
Aw.
has been a motivation for me. So, I just want you to keep going. You are just
Mhm.
amazing in all the ways, spiritually, emotionally. I love your positivity and just everything that you bring. You are a light to the world, and I love you. So, thank you so much for being
Keisha, I have
on.
to say this
Yes,
before you hang up. I have to say this. It takes one to know one.
love you, cuz.
Okay.
So,
So
this
you're
is,
beautiful.
yes,
I wish you the best. You are conscious. You
yes,
are positive. You
yes.
have a lot going on. And so thank you.
Yes.
Happy Women's History Month.
Happy Women's.
And
Look, you got me over here.
yeah, no, 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 no.
Yes.
It's a thing. Like,
Yes.
a lot of women can't recognize the greatness in other
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sometimes it makes them feel a way about themselves
Yeah.
because it reminds them sometimes of what they are not.
Yes. Exactly.
So for
Exactly.
you to recognize it,
Yeah.
that means that that is something that you are, or
Yeah.
you're aware of, or you
Well,
have,
I
or you want
appreciate.
to become. So
Yeah. I
thank you.
appreciate you. I'm gonna take it and accept that. And I love you. This
Love
is
you too.
Dreams in Action, and we are out of here. Bye.
Bye.